Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and this is another NASCAR reaction. I think this is NASCAR, and this is Dale Earnhardt, I think that's how you say it, the day, part 1 of 5. So there's 5 parts of this, and from what I remember, this guy was the first suggestion of my first ever NASCAR reaction, and a lot of you guys wanted me to see this guy, because apparently, or from what you've said, he's a legend of the sport. Like, he's an icon, everyone loves him, but I think from what I remember, it's a sad story, and I just want to search up just to make sure so I can understand. And I'm sure I'll learn through the 5 parts of this video, but I just want to sort of make sure I sort of understand about it more, just so I can understand it and see. So we passed in 2001. Yeah, I remember someone saying it was 2001, and it was Daytona as well. So that was the same race that happened recently. I'm just gonna search who is Dale Earnhardt so I can sort of. So I've never heard of his name previously, but you guys, like, I've seen him like, or previously to reaction to NASCAR, but since I've started reacting to NASCAR, he's the main name that I do hear of. Like, he's just talked about so much. I don't want to search because I'm going to see that, but I don't even want to. He's most famous for being famous. He was the son of a popular driver and became the most popular driver. Okay. Oh, jeez. I'm guessing it was a crash. I'm going to see in this video, man, but yeah. So he was an American professional auto racing driver and a team owner. Oh, really? So he owned a team as well? Best known for his involvement in the stock car racing for NASCAR. The third child began his career. Oh, wow, he raced for 26 years. Yo, how long is the average NASCAR career? Because 26 years. I guess he would have probably went on for longer if this awful event didn't happen, but yeah, I don't want to talk too much because I just want to get a sort of a summary of what's happened. I'm going to release each individual part separately because they're quite long. It's 8 minutes each, and if I released it all together, it'd be like a 40-50 minute video. But yeah, let's just get into it, man. I'm sorry if I've taken long. I just sort of wanted to understand it more. But yeah, man, Dale Earnhardt, the day, part 1 of 5. And also tell me if I'm saying his name right or wrong. Or like, if I'm saying it wrong, please like correct me basically, because I don't want to be like saying his name consistently wrong throughout all 5 parts. But yeah, let's just get into it. I'm guessing this is like a documentary for TV.
The rising sun shall surely set on days of triumph and tragedy alike. The 2001 NASCAR season dawned like every other, under the Florida sun, where the sport's biggest race of the year was also its first.
So, from what I know, this has nothing to do with it, but from what I asked last video, I asked which is the biggest race, and from what I gather from here, what's it called? Daytona is seen as the. I'm guessing it's one of the biggest, or it is
the Daytona 500. If Daytona was NASCAR's seat of power, one man sat at the head of the table, Dale Earnhardt.
For real. He was
Take him to Daytona and let him go on those big banks. He was just magical, the stuff he would do.
Dale had a knack for Daytona that nobody else had. The way he could maneuver, he knew what he wanted to do with a race car, he knew where he could put it.
People used to say he could see the air, and Dale would debate you with that. He said, I can't see it, but I can hear it and I can feel it. He had an open-face helmet for that reason.
To run Daytona and run Daytona really well, you have to have no fear. You just have to be willing to keep your foot in the gas, and you really got to manhandle that.
That is such a perfect way to put it. With NASCAR racing, you have to have no fear, and I'm guessing what they're saying here is Dale Earnhardt had no fear. He literally he didn't care. He just drove because like he just like didn't really think about the consequences or something, but like he more just thought, I've got to win this race. Maybe that's not the correct way, but like he just had a winning mentality. And because with racing, you're going so fast, you can't have fear, man. You can't sort of worry about those things because it's gonna sort of, if you do, you're never going to be the best if you do that, which shows as to why he's such a legend.
That's when Dale was at his best.
51, that still blows
Daytona. 2 words combined to tell a Shakespearean tragedy of sport. Earnhardt won every race there was to win at Daytona, but not the 500.
86, 90.
never the 500. 20 years under an unjust sun.
He was frustrated that his career would be measured by somehow there'd be an asterisk next to his career that he never won the Daytona 500.
Race, the 500
no matter how many championships or how many races he won.
At long last, Dale's day in the sun arrived.
Oh, wow.
20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500.
Fair play. Yeah, he won it all of it, man. His hands.
You think about moments, and I still can see all those people lining up down the pit lane.
Oh, that is sick.
Everybody knew what it meant to him, and they honored him that day.
A team effort, man. That's what I love. You're just like
Everyone
it's
knew.
like you're all celebrating together, and I love how they're all just high fiving. That's pretty cool. I never expected to see that in NASCAR or just racing sports in general. But that's quite a cool little unique thing that I've never expected to see.
That it took 20 years
It's a nice
of hell.
touch.
So when he did triumph,
It was skidding up.
it was a weight lifted.
It was like there was a 12-year-old kid there. That's what he sounded like. He was just so happy and so relieved and able to just celebrate this great event that he had been talked about not winning for so long. It was a big deal.
That trophy right there, my name's on it now. They can't take it off. My car's going in Daytona, USA. I don't care. I love it. I want it to be there. I took me a little spin in the grass so I get the good out of it.
Look at his smile,
his
bro.
face, you can see it in his demeanor.
Oh, that is...
It meant everything to him that everyone said it was supposed to mean. From that moment on, he was right with the world, it seemed.
Dale told me in 2001 when we were sitting doing an interview, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. How do you feel about Dale Earnhardt?
A lot better.
I've known you
a lot
for
better
so long.
today than I did several years ago.
Oh, no, this is gonna get such
Because of
worse, this
family,
video, man.
because of my life, because I think I'm a better person than I used to be. I got it all right now, Daryl. I got it all.
No, you really do.
I'm a lucky man. I have it all.
This is gonna get so hard.
Get on the car, we won, yay!
It's all happy vibes, and you just know it's gonna
You would like to be crossing that line first?
And then spin around in the infield.
Spin around the infield.
Then go to victory lane.
Then go victory lane, which is where I'll be
Where's
do the
children
interviews.
as well?
Oh, you gonna be here?
Yeah, what do you mean I'm here? Fox brought their A-team in here, babe.
2001 was the start of a new era in NASCAR. For new broadcast partner Fox Sports, Dale Earnhardt was the key to success.
He was that
Just
big,
as
wasn't he?
Dale's key to success was Richard Childress, his car owner and closest friend.
We had a whole lot in common. We raced our way up. We worked our way up to what we got. Nothing was ever given to either one of us. We had a bond and a trust in each other that I think that most men do not have.
After several injury-plagued seasons, Dale was finally healthy and a favorite to win his record 8th season title.
What people don't remember is Dale raced for about a year with a broken neck.
What?
He had crashed at Atlanta early in the season, and it cracked a vertebrae in his neck.
Bro, if that doesn't define what a man he was, that is nuts. Jeez. How are you doing that? What a guy. Bro. That takes some dedication. That just shows how much he loved this sport, man. When you can put yourself through that much pain, through that much agony, because of the sport you love, that just shows the passion you have, man. That is nuts.
And because they said the surgery was risky, he didn't want to do it.
His right hand would go to sleep in the car, and I guess that was from pinching nerves, but he would drive with one hand and leave the other one over there on the bar.
What
people didn't know is after he finished the race, we'd basically have to help him take his uniform off. I mean, he would unzip it, but we'd have to pull it off of his shoulders and get it down to that point.
He did not get that surgery done until the season was over. And what they did was when they opened him up, there was a sliver of bone that had been chipped off that was wedged into his nerves. So he dealt with that for 8 months.
He told me once Dr. Branch fixed his neck, he said, "I'm a new man." In 2000, we came back. I think we finished second in the points, only lost it by a few. And all we could talk about that winter between 2000 and 2001, I felt that we were as prepared to win the championship in 2001 as any year that we had ever been.
Oh, I'm actually not ready to see
That
this.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. was ready to challenge Dale Sr. for the title.
Really?
Was
Wait, so I just want to search. When I searched Dale, because it said he had a dad. Was that one about his younger son? Dale, I just want to make sure. Yeah, this is it. He has a son as well. That is crazy. He was racing against his son.
all according to plan.
Oh, this is going to be insane though.
His son drove for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, the team his father had built with a focus on the future.
That is nuts.
I don't think he did that just because he wanted to build something for Dale Earnhardt Jr. But I do think his belief in Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s talent had a lot to do with it.
He's led 209 laps, and the Intimidator's son is the dominator today.
I ain't seen you in a while. Hey, Superman. Good job, man.
And I remember Dale coming to me and he said, "I'm the envy of all the dads in the garage." And he just thought that was the coolest thing.
And Dale Jr. won his
rate
first
that
cup
so
race in
much.
Texas. And part of my responsibilities was being in charge of Victory Lane. So, of course, I'm very excited. I have the Budweiser towel and the hat, and I'm ready to run up to the car. And this giant hand grabs me and essentially throws me to the ground. So on national television, there's this red blur and Big E going right past and getting in the car. Of course, that was cool.
And now here's the big man himself, Dale Sr.
The picture of
that is
him
crazy.
squeezing his neck at the All-Star race is a dear picture to me because he just really loved the fact that his boy could do the same things that he could do on the racetrack.
So I guess it's going to build up slowly, man. At least this one ended on like a lighter note. 'Cause, bro, I'm genuinely not ready for what this is going to be. This is going to be so sad. The fact that he's racing against his son as well. I'm just hoping for his son's sake. I mean, obviously it's happened now, so I can't change it. But for his son's sake, I'm not going to be able to read the comments of this because I'm going to have to do this straight after this reaction. But I'm going to have to post it tomorrow, and then I might just do one every day until like for the next 5 days. But bro, if his son was there, that's going to be so sad. I don't even want to think about that. That's going to be awful if that's the case because god damn, man. But yo, I appreciate the suggestions, and from what I've seen in this video already, this guy just seems like a down-to-earth man who just loves the sport, loves the craft that he does. He's loved it so much that he's built a whole new team, and he's letting his son's driving in that team against him. Bro, it's nuts, man. I'm ready to see this, but also I just need to get myself prepared because I know it's going to take such a dark turn, man. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.